Hey girls, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing an easy Jack Skellington nail art design using products from DoubleDipNails. I do already have the base of my nails done. This is just some white dip powder that I did apply over some nail tips. I do also have a gel top coat over the dip powder, so I'm just going to be doing the nail art over top of this. We are going to go straight into the nail art. So I am taking the Bella black gel liner. This is from the first gel liner collection, which is not currently sold. But if you want to recreate this nail look with DoubleDipNails products, you can get the super black gel polish and use a fine nail art brush. I did make sure not to have too much polish on the brush. I'm going to be doing some vertical lines going from the cuticle all the way down to the free edge of the nail. For these lines, I am trying to make them as straight as possible, and I'm also trying to keep a good distance in between each of the lines. This is going to represent the pinstripes of Jack Skellington's suit. I do want to go ahead and say that I am doing this nail art with my non-dominant hand, so the lines are a little bit more shaky than I would personally prefer. If you guys do have a shaky hand or you're doing nail art on your non-dominant hand, I would 100% recommend to stabilize your hand whenever you're doing nail art. Once I finished all of those lines, I did go ahead and cure for a full minute. I do have this Jack Skellington face nail charm, which I am going to be using for the nail design. To apply the charm to the nail, I am applying the 4-in-1 base coat to about the middle of the nail. I'm going to use a rhinestone applicator to pick up the charm, and I'm going to place that over top of the gel. Once I have that in the correct position, I am going to go ahead and cure for a full minute. Once the nail charm is cured into place, I am going back with the gel art liner, and I'm going to complete the nail art for Jack's body. I will admit I did try to draw out his face, and I attempted this about 6 or 7 different times. I was not able to get the nail art to look exactly how I wanted, which is why I did decide to use a nail charm for his face. Jack does have a very narrow and long neck. At the bottom of the neck is kind of like a cat's face, and I wasn't really able to add the eyes in this, so I just filled in the entire thing. After I finished the cat head, I did draw the line for the actual suit in between his shirt and the jacket. This is just a curved line that did run off of the edge of the nail. I did repeat the same thing on the other side as well. After that step, I did start doing the little spikes off of his suit. There are about 3 on each side of the suit. Once I finish these spikes, I am going to finish out drawing his body as well as his arms. The next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and start drawing the pinstripes on his suit. This is very simple. You do want to angle the brush in the direction of the pinstripes. Do keep in mind that the collar of the tuxedo is pointed in a different direction than the torso and the arms. The last thing I'm going to do for this nail is to go ahead and outline around the charm. I did this because it looked a little bit weird not having an outline, so this is just going to give it a little bit more detail and pull the whole nail design together. Once I have the nail art done, I did go ahead and cure for a full minute. For the middle fingernail, I am going to be doing a spider web. Spider webs are very simple, and I feel like they are beginner friendly. You just want to pick a point on the nail to start the spider web. Coming from that center point, you do want to do quite a few lines. Once you have the initial lines of the spider web, you want to go ahead and do the connecting lines. These are typically curved a little bit inwards towards the center of the spider web. You can do as few or as many as you like. I personally find that if you do very few lines, it does make the spiderweb look a little bit more cartoonish, but if you do very thin lines and you do a lot of them, it does make the spiderweb look a little bit more realistic. Once I completed the spiderweb, I did go ahead and cure for another full minute. For the index nail, I'm going to be doing another pinstripe nail, so I am just following the exact same thing that I did for the pinky. Normally when I do nail sets, I do like to match the pinky with another nail just to try to make sure that the nail design looks very cohesive. After completing the lines on the index nail, I did go ahead and cure for a full minute. Next, I am going back with the 4-in-1 base coat gel. I do have this Skellington hand nail charm, which I am planning to apply to the thumbnail. So I am just taking the 4-in-1 base coat and I'm applying a little bit towards the cuticle of the nail. Going back with the Rhinestone Applicator, I'm just picking up the charm and I'm placing that into the uncured gel. Once I have the charm in the correct position, I did go ahead and cure for a full minute. I do have these gunmetal gray blackish type rhinestones and I am going to pour some of these out on my table. I am going to be taking the No Wipe Gel Top Coat. This is from the Premium Jelly Liquid Kit. I haven't really used this top coat in a while, but I do really love the consistency of it. I am going to go ahead and apply a layer to all of the nails. For the ring fingernail, I am making sure not to get any top coat over top of the nail charm. I personally don't like to top coat my rhinestones or nail charms just because I don't really like how it looks. So I am just making sure to apply the top coat all around the charm. I am taking the rhinestone applicator and I'm picking up the smallest rhinestones that I poured out onto my table, and I'm going to be applying this into the uncured top coat. I am only going to be applying this around the cuticle of the pinky and the index nail. And just before I cure, I did decide to also top coat the thumbnail as well. Again, I am making sure not to get the top coat on the nail charm. I personally prefer to top coat the thumbnail right before curing it just because it is angled a little bit differently than all of the other nails. And if you apply the top coat to the thumbnail first, it will make the gel self-level to the side of the nail, which will give you a very uneven nail surface. I did go ahead and cure for a full minute. The last step is to take DoubleDipNails cuticle oil, which is step number 6, and go ahead and apply this to all of the cuticles. It is important to rehydrate your skin after every single manicure. And here are the nails. I think these are really cute. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. Do make sure to give this video a thumbs up. If you're not already, don't forget to hit subscribe because I do post weekly videos, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!